guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, I'm Patty. I'm a crafter, and every week I bring you a new video of something that I crafted. Last week I did the vintage mechanic gnome. In the background I showed you this little toolbox that I created. I'm including the SVG, the PDF files. If you want to know how to make this, stick around. I'll show you how. Okay, for this one you need the pattern. You can download it in the description below. Go ahead and take your pattern pieces and go ahead and cut them out. Cut as close to the pattern as you can without cutting on the line, because you want to be able to make sure that you have these exact. Once you get your pattern pieces out, we're going to go ahead and put them on some foam core board, and we're going to start taping them down. Now the ones that are on the edge, go ahead and cut your edges out. Then you don't have to cut the two edges, and it'll save you some time. So go ahead and tape them all down. And they're all going to fit on an 11 by 14 sheet. And then you're going to cut them out with an X-Acto knife. Okay, once you start cutting them out, just start cutting all the pieces out on the lines. And then cut them all out, and then we're going to start assembling them. You're going to take the back and put it first, and it goes flush with the bottom. And then we're going to start adding our sides, and those are actually going to set up onto the bottom edge. So they will set up on the platform. So you're going to glue two sides on these. And take your time on this step. Just make sure that you get everything pretty straight so that it goes together well. And I've included an SVG file for all the foam, the 2mm foam. So if you have a cutting machine, you can cut it all out as well. Now the face, we're just going to put it flush with the bottom. And then on the top, you can glue that in if you want to. If you want to put something in the box and give it away as a gift, then just don't glue that top part on. And this is going to be a 3 3/4 by 6 inch toolbox when it's completed. Okay, let that dry. Then we're going to go ahead and assemble the sides. And all the pattern pieces for these are in the description below as well. You can just cut them out with either a cutter or a cutting board. And they're all labeled so you know exactly where each piece goes. And then we don't put anything on the top yet because we're going to put a 5mm black foam on top. Okay, I didn't really like the color of this, so I'm going to use Martha Stewart's tartan red paint, and I'm going to paint the whole thing because the craft foam tends to be a little bit on the pinkish side. And I'm just taking a little speed roller, and I'm just rolling it out. You can do it with a paintbrush, however, but the speed roller really smooths it out completely. You don't want any paint lifting up on top of your box. So just go ahead and continue to do that on all the sides, just to get it all the same color. Now we're going to go ahead and do the handles for the side. We're going to glue our little pieces on to our foam core. And don't worry so much about if you got glue coming out the sides. We're going to come back in with a Sharpie and paint and color the whole side of them so that they're the same color and it looks like it's one unit. So we're going to go ahead and build these up. And then grab a Sharpie and then just go ahead and color the edges so that it's all one unit. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach the top. And that's just like the little work pad. And then we're going to attach the handles. The handles we're going to put about a 1/2 inch down on each side. And I would go ahead and mark that just to make sure you get it right, because once you turn it to the front, you'll see if you don't have those straight. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and start assembling the drawers. And on this craft foam, if you stretch it, kind of pull it as you're gluing it across there, it'll go straight. Just want to make sure that you get all these straight, but if you just stretch that a little bit and then let it dry, it'll pull straight. Just don't put a whole lot of glue on it. I'm using a Tombow glue because you don't want it oozing out. If you do use a glue and you use a lot of it, make sure you use one that dries clear. And then just start building up your drawers. And you can go by the pattern that I have if you want to just line up the drawers. I started just putting them on and then I pulled my pattern back in. And if you get a toothpick, and I did this a little bit later, if you get a toothpick, you can wipe that glue off pretty quick with that. Just kind of dab it around the edge and you can get it off of there. And then just keep adding your pieces until you get all your little drawers on, and then you're going to go ahead and do your big drawers. Or your big drawer. You only got one big drawer. Just kind of use that as a guide, or you can put them however you want to. I kind of got off of my pattern there a little bit. Just kind of clean it up with your toothpick. Okay, then we're going to put a little lock onto one of the top drawer. It's just a little dot. Just kind of line it up so that you get your center point. And then just glue that in. And then do the same thing with the other drawer. Now we're going to go ahead and attach it all to the toolbox. Just make sure that you line these up really straight. Just spend a little time on this, but it goes together pretty quick. Then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to put some wheels on it. And I'm just using little 5/8 inch grommets, and I'm measuring them 1/4 of an inch from the edge. And I'm just going to hot glue those on. And then I bought some little tools at Amazon, and I'll give you the link for that as well, just to lay on top. All right, there you have it, a cute little mini toolbox. If you like the video, hit like. If you want to see future videos, hit subscribe. If you want to be notified when I have another video, hit the bell. Thanks for watching.